Hey guys, this video is going to tell you everything you need to know about enchantments and how they work, how they stack, if they stack, and are they additive or multiplicative. All that's going to be covered here. So first, let's talk about if they stack, if the same enchantment stacks. So default, I did 1400 damage with a melee, and then when I put on one melee on action skill start, gained 40% bonus. Then I did 1965, which is 1.4 times that 1404 value, meaning it's working. And then I equipped a second one, and I did 1965. That is the same damage. So, we know that the same named enchantment does not stack. But do two melee enchantments stack? You know, the 30% on spellcast, and the 40% on action skill. So, I tried that out, and I did 2386 damage from that 1404 base. This equals the 40% plus the 30%, giving us a 70% buff to our melee damage. So that is 1.7 times that 1404, bringing us to that total of 2386. So when the buffs are the same, when it's two melee damage buffs, they are additive. They're additive, so it's not 1.4 times 1400, then taking that value, it's not compounding. It's you add them together, the 1.4 and the 1.3 times to 1.7, and then times that by the base value. That's how it works when they are, you know, the same buff, or the same skill getting buffed. But what about when we, you know, do one melee buff and then one elemental damage buff? So for this, I did one melee action skill start, and while action skills active, increase lightning damage, which is my melee, by 50%. This was 1404 times 1.4 times 1.445. Yet the 50% action skill enchant is not 50%. It was 44, like 0.5%. But that gives us the value that we were hitting, which was 2842 from 1404. So with two of those melee enchants, you can see we are hitting significantly harder because they're multiplicative. So it's compounding. You're taking that new value and multiplying it because it's the melee damage and then the lightning damage. They're separate categories. I tested this again with a 30% lightning buff and a 50% lightning buff, and it was also additive. It was not multiplicative. It was, you know, you combine the two values, and then which was, it was like 1.3 and 1.445, so like 1.7 445 or something. I don't have the exact number written, but anyway, that gave us 2404. So again, additive, all checks out. But the important thing is when you start mixing multiple. So for this, we take the 40% melee action skill, the 30% lightning skill, and the 50% lightning while active. Right? So you would think that the melee would be multiplicative and the others would be additive. But things got weird, and I found that it was an additive of the melee action skill and the highest lightning. Those were additive. You add those together and then multiply the 1.3. It was like it was taking the two highest values and making them additive, and then making the other one multiplicative. But I'm not certain. It gets weird when you start stacking multiple, like, you know, two of the same and one of a different. It kind of gets a little funky, but for the most part, excuse me, for the most part, if you have the same thing being boosted, it's additive, and if you have other things like melee and lightning and elemental and all that, and they're different, that it should be multiplicative, and the same ones do not stack. So don't stack like 3, you know, 50% lightning damage boosted enchantments on your weapons. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna put in all the calculations here. Should anyway. So you can see, you know, I tested. I put all the numbers in. You'll have a easy like screenshot form. If this confuses you, it'll be a lot easier to see. So yeah, I hope these enchantment, you know, mechanics help and kind of help you in your build crafting. Make sure you're not wasting slots and you're getting the maximum value of what your build can do. So yeah. Sorry this video is coming up late. Actually, I was actually replacing a window today, so I ended up sleeping all day. But yeah, hope this helped you.